51st state, the Canadians say no thanks to Trump. In Trudeau to resign as Canada's Prime Minister, it's time for a reset. NewYorkTimes.com, January 6th, you report that Mr. Trump responded to Mr. Trudeau's resignation by again suggesting that Canada should become America's 51st state. I'd like to thank Donald Trump for his generous offer to become part of the USA. However, most Canadians are quite happy to be living above the USA and would not even consider taking up that offer. If we were not so polite, we would have told him to go to hell. But being polite, we could not say that. Being a good neighbor, or preferred spelling, we would like to extend a counter offer. In view of the tumultuous years ahead in the USA, we'd like to bestow a provincial status to any of the close-by states, such as Maine, Vermont, Michigan, Minnesota, Washington, and Oregon. What a great way to get away from crazy town that looms just a couple of weeks from now. Dear President-elect Donald Trump, after reading your post on Truth Social about Canada becoming the 51st state, I have to admit you make two very good points, and those are: 1. We would pay lower taxes, and 2. You do not impose your tariff on our goods. Unfortunately, your post left out some things we might lose by becoming the 51st state. We would lose universal health care. Our mothers and fathers would lose national maternity and paternity benefits. Our children would have to learn the drills for active shooters. We would have to learn to hate the people who vote differently, which would be a little difficult since we have 5 parties in the House of Commons. I apologize, but we would have to learn to be less polite. We would have to give up the national right to an abortion. We would have to learn to mistrust our immigrants. All in all, I think, with all due respect, that most Canadians would prefer to stay just that.